It is one of the most haunting mysteries in maritime history. A perfectly seaworthy ship found abandoned in the middle of the Atlantic. No sign of struggle, no sign of life, just endless questions left behind. This is the story of the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste was a sturdy American merchant vessel, 103 feet long, weighing just over 280 tons. On November 5th, 1872, she set sail from New York Harbor, bound for Genoa, Italy, carrying a cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. Commanded by Captain Benjamin Briggs, a deeply religious and experienced seaman, the Mary Celeste also carried his wife Sarah and their young daughter. Along with them, a crew of 7 hand-picked sailors, all trusted, all capable. Nearly a month later, on December 5th, 1872, Captain David Morehouse of the British brigantine De Gracia sighted a vessel drifting erratically some 400 miles east of the Azores.
Something was terribly wrong.
The boarding party found the ship strangely intact. Her sails were partly torn, her rigging was slightly damaged, but she was still seaworthy. The cargo was largely untouched. Supplies for 6 months were still on board, yet not a soul remained. The ship's only lifeboat was missing, and the last log entry gave no hint of disaster. It merely recorded that they had sighted land near the Azores. The Mary Celeste was brought to Gibraltar, where a British Vice Admiralty court launched an investigation into the mystery. Attorney General Frederick Solly Flood led the inquiry, convinced that foul play must have been involved. But evidence was scarce. There were no signs of violence. The cargo, apart from 9 barrels found empty, was unspoiled. Theories of mutiny, piracy, or insurance fraud fell apart under scrutiny. One theory suggests that alcohol fumes leaking from the barrels caused an explosion risk. Captain Briggs, fearing the worst, may have ordered everyone into the lifeboat temporarily, only for a sudden squall to separate them permanently from the Mary Celeste. Others argue that a sudden waterspout, a violent oceanic tornado, may have struck the ship. A blast of water could have flooded the deck, leading Briggs to believe the ship was sinking. And then, of course, the supernatural explanations, tales of sea monsters, alien abductions, even curses, all fueled by the eerie silence the Mary Celeste left behind. After the inquiry, the Mary Celeste was eventually sold at a huge loss. She continued sailing under different owners, but was considered unlucky. In 1885, she was deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti as part of an insurance scam, ending her tragic voyage in ignominy. To this day, no conclusive evidence has ever explained what truly happened aboard the Mary Celeste. It remains an enduring enigma, a ghost ship adrift not only on the waves, but forever in the imagination of the world. The sea is a keeper of secrets, and among its countless mysteries, few are as haunting as the fate of the Mary Celeste, a ship built for commerce, swallowed by silence, a captain devoted to his family, vanished without a trace, a crew handpicked for loyalty and skill, dissolved into the mist of history. They left behind no cries for help, no wreckage, no bodies adrift, only a drifting hull, a captain's log frozen in time, and 1,000 unanswerable questions. What forces compelled them to abandon a sound vessel in the open ocean? Was it fear, madness, violence, something far stranger, beyond the reach of mortal understanding? In the end, we are left not with answers, but with echoes. A half-eaten meal, a toppled teacup, a lifeboat missing in a sea without witnesses. The Mary Celeste sails still, not across oceans, but across the imagination. A phantom vessel adrift in the endless currents of human curiosity. And as long as there are mariners who venture into the unknown, as long as the horizon still calls us toward mystery and wonder, the ghost of the Mary Celeste will never truly rest. Thanks for watching. Check out this other video here on the channel.